Hi beautiful souls, welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Cade and today I am back with another pick a card reading. And today's reading is going to be, what are your spiritual abilities? What are your spiritual gifts? What are your intuitive abilities? Okay, we're gonna be tuning into all of that today. Okay, and I do want to mention, guys, every single person on this planet has an intuition, okay? Every single person on this planet is spiritually gifted. Some of us are more open to it and some of us are more closed off to it, okay? So I do want to mention that. So if you're tuning in today and you're like, well, I don't have any, you most certainly do, okay? We all have them, but you know, everyone kind of has different ones or maybe gifts that are stronger than others, but we all have them, guys, okay? So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're just kind of gonna be figuring out what your spiritual gifts are or what your intuitive abilities are today, okay? So before I get started, I want to give a very big thank you to Sarah. She actually donated this deck right here, which is such an awesome deck, the Celestial Tarot. Look how beautiful. We are going to be using it today. I'm really excited to use this deck, and I just want to give a really big thank you to Sarah. I'm giving you an energetic hug, okay, because I'm really excited to use this deck, and thank you so much for your gift, and thank you to everyone who has ever donated to the channel, okay, because it just means the world to me that you guys do that, and I just want to give a really big thank you. So thank you so much, Sarah, for donating, okay, and that's gonna kind of lead me into my next thing. If you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to check out the Amazon wish list down below, okay? I have a few items on there that I would love to add to the channel, so make sure to check it out, okay? Also, guys, make sure to check out my spiritual shop as well. That's linked down below too. I just added a bunch of new items, so make sure to go check out the shop, okay? And let's see what else. Before we get started today, guys, make sure to follow me on Instagram, okay? It's at Kate Conrad. It is going to be in the description box below as well, so just make sure to check out all the links below. And guys, today Spirit really wanted me to kind of do a little bit of a guided meditation before we got started, or they wanted me to do a little bit of a guided meditation to pick your pile, okay? So I'm not really sure where this is gonna go, but what we're gonna do, okay, we have 3 decks, okay, we're just gonna kind of close our eyes. Okay, so Spirit is telling me, imagine that you are in an enchanted forest, okay? Imagine that you are in a forest and you are hearing the birds chirping. Okay, now my guides are telling me, turn and find a tree and start climbing up this tree. So imagine that you're at the very top of a tree and you can kind of see everything in the distance. Okay, now Spirit is telling me, jump off of this tree and start to fly. Okay, start to fly. And nestle yourself up in a cloud, okay, in the sky. So from this tree, fly up into the sky and nestle yourself in a very comfortable cloud. So they're saying to look up at the sky, and they're saying in your view, pick your pile. Okay, so imagine if you were laying on a cloud and you were looking up in the sky, you open your eyes and your pile will appear, okay? I know that was kind of crazy, but I just want to trust my guides. They told me we were going to do a guided meditation, and I just kind of like to follow with what they tell me, okay? I like to just follow in my guides' footsteps and everything works out, okay? So guys, we have 3 piles here, and we'll see if that guided meditation kind of matches with what you pick, okay? And just maybe that guided meditation kind of helped you, okay? So let's see. Pile 1 is going to be the Fountain Tarot. So just think about your intuitive gifts. This is going to be pile 1. Pile 2 is going to be the Light Seers Tarot. Okay, let's see if that will focus. I like to kind of get the cards in focus so you can clearly see them. That's pile 2. And pile 3 is going to be the Celestial Tarot. Thanks again, Sarah, for this gorgeous deck. This is pile 3. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and show them all. Okay, so here are the 3 piles. Take a moment, guys, if you need it. Pause the video, or maybe you just use the meditation. Okay. Okay, so there's the 3 piles. And based on the meditation, I feel like a lot of us are feeling restricted right now. Okay, so I don't know, Spirit wanted us to fly today. So there's something about freedom here. I feel like the collective energy is maybe feeling trapped and just feeling, I'm hearing trapped in your space. So if that meditation helps, guys, to visualize kind of flying so you can kind of free yourself from whatever entrapment you're in, make sure to do that, because I am feeling a lot of energetic entrapment, or feeling like, you know, you can't be free from something, okay? So maybe that will resonate with you, okay? But we're gonna go ahead and get started with pile number 1, the Fountain Tarot. And I will see the rest of you beautiful souls at your pile. Hi, beautiful souls that chose pile number 1. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, if you chose pile 1 or the Fountain Tarot, this is your pile on what are your spiritual abilities, okay? Or what are your spiritual gifts? And guys, I want to mention, we all have these abilities, okay? It's not just a single person. Everybody has an intuition, and some of us are just more open than others, but we all have, you know, abilities, okay? So what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and kind of tune in to your energy. Okay, so I keep hearing I've been having a hard time adjusting. So you guys could be moving, or it's like I see you moving your things, or moving objects. I'm hearing maybe you're moving your room around, or maybe you're redecorating your house, but some of you are actually physically moving. Okay, I do want to mention this. Some of you are physically moving, and they're telling me this is taking a toll on your energetic body. Okay, another message coming through is like, I feel that your third eye is starting to open. I'm hearing you've been noticing things, or it's just, I feel like your abilities are starting to kind of rise up to the surface, and I do feel this strong energy. You're like trying to adjust, okay, to them. So maybe you haven't been able to sleep at night. Maybe you've just been like hearing things and you're not really sure what they are. Maybe you've been seeing things, okay? But I'm hearing it's progressively gonna get worse. I don't know why I'm hearing worse, okay? So I almost feel like, it's time to almost acknowledge your abilities, because I feel like almost for pile 1, I see you, see my voice, my throat chakra. I almost feel like you're kind of blocking your spiritual abilities. Pile 1, I feel like your third eye is opening, okay? But I'm hearing you're resisting it. And that's why you're feeling energetically drained. That's why you can't sleep at night. Because I do feel, I see you. You're hearing messages. I feel like you're seeing things, or in whatever capacity that is. But I keep hearing you've been seeing signs and symbols. So I don't know what this is, but I almost feel like it's restricted at your throat chakra. So maybe you feel like you can't speak up about the things you see, okay? I'm hearing interpretations as well. So a lot of you are also struggling with like, how do I interpret these messages? I almost feel like for pile 1, what's going on here is I keep hearing you're starting to see things. So I'm getting a lot of clairvoyant and clairaudience. I keep hearing like seeing and hearing things, but I'm hearing you keep pushing them away. I see you kind of shoving them away, and I just heard a ringing in my ear. It's like your abilities are wanting to come towards you, but in some way, shape, or form, you're like not acknowledging that they're there, okay? Let's see, what are your abilities? Pile 1. I'm hearing I have trouble. So I don't know if you're also having trouble like interpreting the messages that are coming through, because I see you getting visions, but maybe not sure how to dissect these visions. Like you're not sure what they mean. Yeah, the Tower in the reverse. It's like I almost feel like you're almost kind of resisting your spiritual abilities right now, or you're kind of blocking your spiritual abilities, or your guides are saying be more open to it, okay? Because the 5 of Swords. So there's a lot of conflict right now surrounding your spiritual abilities. I keep hearing you can't sleep at night. but it's almost like your guides are knocking you on the head and it's like you're not acknowledging them. So your guides are telling you to think about it this way. What about if someone just kept knocking at your door? How obnoxious that would be. But when you open the door, you see why the person is there. So guys, if you're hearing spirit or you're hearing them knock at your door, I'm hearing for some of you, maybe you're getting knocks at your door, I don't know. It's like it's time to acknowledge that. I see a lot of you saying, okay, I'll do it tomorrow, or kind of pushing off your spiritual abilities, but they're really starting to come to the surface. And it's almost getting to the point of you're not able to push these abilities away anymore, okay? I'm hearing for some of you, I just want to be normal. So I don't know if some of you are maybe resisting these spiritual abilities because you don't want to have them, or maybe you're a little bit nervous about having them, okay? There's something about that as well. I also feel like there's this energy of you not wanting to scare people. So there is this blocked throat chakra energy. So maybe you do this behind closed doors, but when it comes to doing it out in public, or when it comes to doing it in front of your family, or maybe on a YouTube channel or somewhere where other people are seeing you, this makes you very, very nervous, okay? But this is blocking you, Spirit is saying, because I do feel like you're meant to do something in the public eye, but Spirit is telling me like you're meant to use your gifts to like help and heal people, but it almost feels like you're kind of resisting that right now. It's like you're missing an opportunity right now to use your gifts and use your abilities. I almost feel like if you get intuitive insights about someone, you're more likely to just not tell them because that maybe makes you a little bit uncomfortable. It's like the magician in the reverse. You're not fully confident and fully in your power when it comes to your spiritual gifts, but they're telling me with the Fountain Tarot, it's like a fountain, guys. It's opening up, it's sprouting out of you, and there's like nothing you can do about it. So guys, if you start to notice things, it's like Spirit is telling me, it looks like this big barrier moving in. These are your spiritual gifts coming in, and Spirit is telling me there is nothing you can do to like stop these abilities from coming in. I'm really, really guided to this clear quartz right here. So guys, if you're struggling with interpreting the messages coming through, try to get a piece of clear quartz, okay? Try to drink more water, anything that, you know, can kind of make these messages come in more clear. And also guys, if you're not understanding the message the first time, just ask Spirit to give you a clarification, okay? I keep hearing I've been having a hard time adjusting. I've been having a hard time adjusting. So I feel like recently there's been something that kind of fell apart in your life. Okay, this is a very, very big message. Okay guys, so in some capacity, you have to leave people behind. There's something revolving around your spiritual gifts. And if you use these gifts, there's this feeling that you're gonna break people's heart, or you're gonna have to leave behind your family, or you're gonna have to leave behind people, okay? It feels like you're gonna have to cut some people off, okay? And it's like, I feel like some of you are hiding your abilities because maybe you're not ready to do this yet. But I feel like there are people in your life right now, guys, that are not approving of the work you're doing. And it's almost this feeling of, you know, I'm hearing, you know, that if you come out of the dark, you're gonna have to leave some people behind. I'm hearing, I can't trust you anymore. There's some people, guys, that are gonna really break your heart, okay? I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's like, there's some people that are gonna see you being happy using your spiritual gifts, and they're gonna break your heart because they're not gonna like you in your power. It almost feels like you guys have a lot of people around you, and they're telling me that you're dimming your spotlight to kind of fit in with this group of people. Maybe you guys are also scared to like lose friends, or maybe you're scared to lose family, but you guys are extremely gifted and extremely powerful in terms of your spiritual gifts. Wow. They tell me you keep spinning around, round and round. So there's some sort of cycle that you're in with someone. I don't know if this is a lover. I don't know if this is your family, but they keep telling me you're repeating cycles. So your spiritual gifts start to come to the surface, then you push them down. And then it's just like there's cycles that are repeating in your life with certain people. Like I feel like there are particular people in your life that keep breaking your heart. Okay. So what I see here, I want to explain my vision to see if this kind of resonates with you. I see you wanting to take care of your family. I see you wanting to take care of your friendships. But Spirit is like, now is the time to shift your focus. They really want you to focus on, I'm getting a lot of spiritual career energy. So I feel like some of you are going to be mentors and spiritual coaches, but it's like the Six of Swords in the reverse. I feel like some of you have to move away. Like I said, I feel like some of you are moving, or you have to leave somebody behind. And this breaks your heart. Wow, I'm hearing that song. I know that it breaks your heart when I cry again, or something like that. It's like, it's almost like you have to leave somebody behind, okay? This could be family. Wow, I'm hearing trust your instincts. Guys, intuitively, you feel like maybe you're gonna have to leave some people behind, and this is why you're not taking the opportunity right now, because maybe you're not ready to leave these certain people behind. I see you almost kind of resisting this change, and that's why you're hiding your spiritual gifts, because for a certain amount of you, if you were to be completely honest with your spiritual gifts and completely in your power about your spiritual gifts, there are some people I'm getting that would turn their back on you. But it's this feeling, look, the Empress, you have to turn away from these people because they're preventing you from being in your full power. I'm hearing Nightingale. I don't know why I'm hearing Nightingale, guys. Guys, I also want to say there is a passed away loved one, okay, that is coming through that may have done like some war time or something. There is a passed away loved one coming up here that may have been in a war or something like that. I'm also seeing the vision of a cat. So you guys are very mysterious. Okay, I'm hearing you're very peculiar. So it's like you guys are like weird in a good way. Okay, I'm weird too. But it's like I almost feel like if you guys were to fully express yourself, I'm hearing this is a lot about self-expression. I feel like your gifts are coming to the surface and there's this feeling of you being scared to express them. I feel like a lot of you know what these gifts are, okay? I'm hearing clairaudience and clairvoyance. So I feel like you guys are hearing things and I feel like you're seeing things. And I almost feel like when you start to do this spiritual work, this makes you incredibly happy. Like this is such a soul calling type of feeling. But some people I'm hearing are preventing you from this happiness. So it's like it feels like you're gonna have to leave people behind that are no longer serving your highest good, because it's almost like your life is headed in another direction. I feel like you guys are opening up spiritually and you're gonna be a medium, or you're gonna have a spiritual career, or people are gonna pay to get guidance from you. But it's like your family or your friends or whoever this is, you guys are kind of gonna have to distinctify who this is. It's like they're not meant to come along on your journey. And I feel like this kind of breaks your heart, but they're not changing. I'm hearing you're growing at a rapid pace, and it's like you're outgrowing the people that you grew up with. You're outgrowing the people around you, okay? So let me see what these gifts are as well too, but this is the message that you needed to hear today. I keep hearing, I've been having a hard time adjusting. I've been having a hard time adjusting. Like something recently happened and it's like you're having to adjust. Things are shifting, things are moving. Look, the butterfly. Things are transforming. So I feel like for most of you, your spiritual gifts are coming to the surface, and it's almost like I'm hearing running water, running water. It's like they're just starting to flow out of you. What does running water mean, Spirit? Hold on, I'm getting a vision of running water. I'm hearing don't leave the faucet on, but I don't know what that means, but it's like running water and then temperance. I feel like your gifts are starting to flow. Okay, guys, they're starting to flow through you. I feel like running water means you can't turn them off. They're just gonna start coming in. Feels like they're gonna come in from your crown chakra and just kind of open up through you. There's a lot of clairaudience and a lot of clairvoyance. So this is visions and hearing things, okay? I'm hearing you guys see things in your mind's eye. So I do feel like you see a lot of visions, or you get a lot of intuitive nudges, and Spirit is saying sometimes you have a little bit of trouble communicating this. I feel like there were people in your life that laughed at you, okay, or that laugh at you for the things you do, but I'm hearing they're gonna see how powerful you are. You guys are incredibly gifted. Some of you are going to be famous for your gifts, okay? World-renowned psychic medium, okay? It is time to come out of the dark and share these gifts, okay? I'm seeing you on a stage, a platform, and it's like the spotlight is on you. It's almost time to open up about your abilities publicly, okay? In whatever capacity that is. But I feel like a lot of you were scared to do this, okay? Yeah, the only thing that I'm getting, guys, is there are some firm boundaries that you're gonna have to set with people, because there's some people right now coming up in your energy that don't want to see you happy. They want to pick on you, is what I'm hearing. Look, guys, the fountain. Beautiful. That is literally your gifts. It's almost like this uncontrollable wave that's going to show up in your life. Your gifts are just going, I keep hearing clairaudience. You guys are clairaudient, okay? I keep hearing clairaudience, okay? But your gifts are about to transform, and I feel like they already are. And they're gonna make, I'm hearing, a very significant imprint on your life. So you guys are definitely going to do spirituality professionally, or you're gonna make money or profit from using your spiritual gifts, okay? I'm hearing I can't keep hiding. I can't keep hiding. I'm hearing you need to come out to socialize. So there's this feeling of like your throat chakra. So you guys may want to check out sodalite or lapis lazuli. You know, those are some crystals that help you open up your throat chakra. Because here's what I feel is happening. It's like your spiritual gifts are opening up, but you're almost a little bit timid to communicate these gifts to the world, okay? Guys, I see eyeballs. I see eyeballs watching you. So I don't know if you're, you know, a YouTuber or you do this publicly, but it's like Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you guys are in your power when it comes to your spiritual gifts, or you are going to be in your power. But I keep wanting to tell you, you're going to have to leave some people behind, okay? I see you guys moving into your power, and there's going to be a lot of people that are jealous of this. I see you moving into your power, and what I mean by this, you're going to be very, very powerful spiritually, and just you're going to be very, very confident. There's going to be some people in your life that are not going to be able to deal with this amount of power that you portray, okay? I'm hearing Queen of Cups. So you guys are incredibly intuitive, but it feels like people are going to, look, communication. There's a problem with communicating these spiritual abilities, okay? You guys need to work on throat chakra, because I see your spiritual abilities coming in, but there's this feeling of guilt around them. You feel guilty for communicating your spiritual abilities, because I'm hearing you don't want to leave people behind. Maybe there's other people in your life that are spiritual, and you might be developing your gifts a little bit faster. You have to do what's best for you, but this could also be family. But I feel like I'm hearing the disappointment of the family. So some of you feel like you're like the black sheep, or you're the lone wolf, and it's like no one kind of supports you, but Spirit is telling me that you don't need this support. You don't need this support. I see you guys like at a computer, and you're like Skyping people, or you're doing appointments or sessions, okay? I'm hearing a medium. There is heavy mediumship abilities as well, okay? So let's see if we can get any last cards here for pile one. What are your abilities? I'm hearing I've had enough. I've had enough, and I see you ripping something off. So guys, I'm hearing barricades. You've been putting walls up in terms of your spirituality, or you've been hiding yourself. And I'm hearing now it's time to manifest. It's time to really showcase your abilities, okay? I'm hearing a package has been delivered. Wow, the Magician. Okay, so the Magician started out in the reverse, and now it turned upright. So you guys are really gonna be getting justice on everything in your life. Like if people have treated you unfairly, they're gonna get their karma and stuff. Everything is going to be working out for you in terms of your spiritual gifts. It's just about you trusting them, and about you starting to communicate them to everyone around you. Okay, so I wanna communicate this message one last time. Ten of Swords. There are endings showing up in your life. People that are turning their back on you because they can't stand to see you. I'm hearing famous and successful, okay? And you guys are really, really stressed about this, I feel like, because you don't want to lose all of your friends. Some of you feel like you're gonna lose people if you do this work, but it's like, I'm hearing Spirit say the choice is yours. Look, Hierophant. You guys are going to be doing this work professionally, and some people are not going to like that. But Spirit is telling me, would you rather have friends or do your soul calling? Because even if you wait around and you keep these friendships, you're never going to be happy unless you're doing I'm hearing your highest potential. So whatever this is, guys, it serves you. So I'm hearing I can't have it any other way. You guys are opening up spiritually and it's happening. And if people leave your life because of that, there's really nothing you can do because this is your soul calling, okay? And it really is about you trusting that and having faith in your abilities and your gifts. It feels like you guys are really about to showcase these abilities to the world, okay, guys? So what I see for you is a lot. I see mediumship here. I see a lot of clairaudience and clairvoyance, but Spirit is telling me you already knew that. You already know this, and it's more about communicating all of these abilities to the world, okay? So let me know, pile one, if that resonated. I'm gonna get you a quick crystal before we leave on what could support your highest and holiest good. Okay, so a crystal for pile one. Okay, you got selenite. Okay, guys, so this crystal will support you right now. Okay, so if you resonate with selenite, make sure to check it out. And orange calcite is also wanting to come out as well. So make sure to check out my shop, which is going to be linked down below. Make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I might have already said that. That's going to be linked down below. And make sure to check out the Amazon wish list. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 2. Hi, beautiful souls that chose pile number 2, okay, or the Light Seers Tarot. This deck right here. Welcome in, guys. This is your reading, okay, on what are your spiritual gifts. Excuse me, what are your spiritual gifts? What are your intuitive abilities, okay? We're really just gonna be tuning in, and we'll also kind of tune into what you can do to open these abilities up more, or just we'll see whatever comes through. You guys know me. I channeled the message directly from Spirit on what pile 2 needs to hear. Okay, so I feel like you guys recently watched a pick a card on what you need to hear right now. I don't know who that's for, but you're gonna be like, oh, yes, I did. But I feel like you recently watched a pick a card reading on what do you need to hear right now, or you guys need a pick a card reading like that. You guys are getting very, very up in your head. I'm getting the vision, and it's like you're sitting on your bed and it's like you're chattering. There's like a lot of anxiety around you. Okay, guys, there's a lot of anxiety around your spiritual gifts, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why this is, okay? You guys are empaths. I just can feel that already. I feel like you guys pick up on other people's energy. So if you don't know what an empath is, it's someone who can literally feel the feelings and feel the energy of other people. And I'm hearing it's becoming troublesome to decipher what's your energy and what other people's energy is, okay? Because I'm seeing you and you're very, very flustered. I feel like you guys are taking on energy that is not yours, okay? And it's like you don't realize this. I'm also getting a lot of like you're overworking. I keep hearing you're overworking. So Spirit is also telling me you need to have more self-respect. So maybe this is about your spiritual abilities. Maybe they need to rest, okay? Maybe you have a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress because you're overworking your third eye, or you're overworking your spiritual abilities. I'm hearing I have to do it, I have to do it. There's a lot of anxiety around, I don't know, you guys never rest, I'm getting. You guys never sit. You are always doing something is what I'm hearing. And it's like, I feel like for this pile, look at this, 5 of Wands, look at this guy in the card. Always doing something. You guys are always doing something. I'm hearing you're always channeling a message. You're always doing cards. I feel like in terms of your spiritual gifts, you're always doing things. You're always doing things. You're always doing things. Or maybe this is not even about your spiritual gifts, but it feels like you guys work all the time. Okay? I'm hearing you have this inner flame, and when it ignites, you guys are just all over the place. Very, very high energy. I see you needing to rest, guys. There's this energy of you needing to rest. I'm hearing you need to rest your throat chakra. So maybe you've been doing a lot of personal readings for people, okay? Maybe you're already in this career field and it's time to rest, okay? Okay, guys. There's this big message of divine timing. It feels like you guys are also very, very impatient. So maybe this is about your spiritual gifts. Maybe you really, really want to open them up. And Spirit is telling me you're being very, very impatient, okay? you are incredibly gifted, guys, okay? But it's almost this feeling of you want more and more and more. It feels like once one good thing happens in your life, instead of cherishing and being thankful and grateful for this one good thing, it's like you're already on to the next thing. There's this energy of like always working, okay? Never kind of enjoying the present moment. And this could also be why you're very high strung, is what Spirit is telling me. So this could be you're having trouble lately. I'm hearing connecting. I keep hearing that. I feel like you guys are getting worried that you don't have spiritual abilities, and I'm hearing you say like, Cade, like I can't, I don't know. Like you're like, I don't have these abilities. I don't know. And it's like, I feel like you try everything and you're like, I don't know, you know, 5 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. There's a lot of conflict around your spiritual abilities. It feels like almost this energy of you trying to open them up, but there's so much resistance, Spirit is telling me. So it's almost like you're forcing it. And it's like spiritual gifts are all about being in the flow. They show you needing to rest, and they show you needing to meditate more often. And I know that seems so basic, guys, but they tell me you're very high strung. They tell me you're all over the place. Also, guys, there's something about caffeinated drinks, okay? This can also be, maybe this is hindering your spiritual abilities too, okay? I see you guys wanting to open up your spiritual abilities, but I'm hearing you say, Cade, I can't. And I'm here to tell you, you can, okay? Spirit is saying, listen up, okay? So they're about to throw a lot of tips and tricks out for you. Look at this, 4 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You guys need to rest. You're very high strung. You're also empaths, so you're picking up on a lot of outside energy. And I keep hearing this is making you very, very stressed out. I'm hearing discernment. So what this means to me is you're having trouble discerning what your energy is and what somebody else's energy is. So just keep that in mind, guys. You may want to do like a protection spell. Maybe you're taking on other people's energy, and that's why you're having, you know, why you're struggling a lot right now. Because I'm getting a lot of like, yeah, you're very baffled. Spirit is telling me you're baffled right now. You're very all over the place. You're like high strung is how I would describe this. And it's like, I feel like you guys are kind of new to this for some of you. And it's like, you're not sure what's happening. It's like you're picking up on other people's energy, but you have no idea that you're doing it. And so it's more about identifying that you're doing it, okay? I hope this makes sense. But I feel like when you guys start to feel other people's energy, you need to start picking up on that. So if all of a sudden you start feeling sad, you really need to ask yourself, is this my energy? I keep wanting to say that. So if you're all of a sudden feeling grumpy, or all of a sudden you're feeling stressed out, before you just assume that it's your own energy, make sure you're not picking up on someone else's energy. I also see somebody saging. So I don't know if you're saging as we speak or something like that. But they're also saying to use sage often, because you guys are literally energetic sponges is what I'm hearing. This pile, you are empaths. You pick up on other people's feelings. And so that's why I'm hearing discern. This is kind of what your emotional body looks like. There's all these feelings, okay? They're all tied up. They're all tied up together, okay? And it's like you don't know which one is which. There's just so many emotions. There's so much energy. And look, Spirit is telling me you need to get in Zen mode. You need to get in Zen mode. Okay, so guys, if you've been going and going and going, Spirit is telling me it's time for you to rest. Some of you have a pet pig. There's something about the pig spirit animal, okay? There's something about this pig spirit animal. So look that up. I don't know. There's something about the pig spirit animal. But guys, I'm really connecting with the water in this card. You guys could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it feels as if you're picking up on other people's energies and you're not aware of this. So guys, that is a huge ability for you. You're able to pick up on other people's emotions. And there are a lot of readers that read like this, okay guys? So if you've ever seen the Long Island Medium, when she's doing mediumship readings, she will actually feel how the soul passed away. So they will actually labor her breathing or make her legs go numb. So this is such a powerful ability, and it's the ability to feel, okay? You guys are feelers. I keep hearing use your intuition. So there's also this energy coming up of like, use your intuition in everyday situations. I see you guys getting very, very stressed out about making decisions in your life. And this is when you kind of need to turn to spirit, is what I'm hearing. You need to turn to spirit, okay? They want me to tell you to use your intuition in everyday situations. So guys, intuition is not something that just has to be used when you're giving readings for people. You can use it on a day-to-day basis. And they're also telling me you just need to become more comfortable with it. So maybe this is very new to you. I'm getting a lot of you might be new to the spiritual community. You started opening up to it and all of a sudden you just started feeling all of these things. And at first it can cause anxiety because you're not sure like what you're picking up on, but it's like once you figure that out, you'll be better able to manage it, I'm hearing. So for some of you, it's like you're having trouble managing it. It's like you're picking up on energies and you're like having trouble discerning them. I keep hearing discerning them. So you're not sure like whose energy you're picking up on. It's like you need more clarity on that, okay? I see you almost picking up energies and you're like, wait, is this my energy? Is this their energy? Is this their energy? And it's like I keep hearing you need to better protect yourself. Not that there's like evil entities, that's not what I'm getting at all, but it feels like almost for this pile number 2, you're being energetically drained. You're being energetically drained, okay? Maybe, because I'm also hearing for some of you, you're like using them all the time, okay? Maybe you're going too quick. Look at this Knight of Swords, guys. I'm telling you, you're always moving. You're always on the move. And I feel like for some of you, there's like 2 messages here. Some of you are very, very new to spirituality and you're just opening up to your spiritual abilities and that's why you're feeling anxious. Some of you already know what these abilities are and you're overusing them. I keep wanting to say overusing them, you're overworking them. And that's why you're feeling so high strung because guys, your energetic body needs some time to rest, okay? I'm hearing a filter. Okay, guys. Yeah, you need like a filter, okay? Because it's like you're picking up on everything right now. And it's like you need to be able to filter out what's mine and what is not mine, okay? I'm hearing you paralyze me. You paralyze me. So some of you also, I see you like doing this, like it's almost like it's too much. And you guys need to be able to sort of take a break from picking up on everybody else's energy and have some time alone. There's this energy too of you guys needing to have some time alone because you're almost using your abilities too much in a way. Or like you just need some time to recharge. There's this feeling of recharging. Yeah. Guys, I feel like there are people around you and you are picking up on their thoughts. And that's why you might be feeling a little bit anxious or a little bit stressed out. The main energy I'm getting here is like feeling, okay? But I do also have to say for some of you, it's like, you're like watching this right now and you're going, wait, really? I have this ability? So some of you have also in the past been disappointed maybe in your spiritual abilities. And now when you're watching this, you're really gonna start opening up to what ability you really have. I'm hearing Spirit say you're looking in the wrong places. So maybe you're trying to watch other psychics or watch other mediums and be like them. And Spirit is telling you to be like you. So try to understand your unique abilities instead of like looking at other people to try to pick up on their abilities, okay? Because we're all different, okay? There is this energy of you needing to slow down, okay? I don't know who needs to hear this. You need to slow down. You're gonna make it. I'm hearing you're gonna make it. So maybe you guys are working really hard because you're scared that you're kind of running out of time. And this is kind of what happens, guys, with light workers. When you are a light worker, you're always in this state of feeling like you're running out of time. I feel like you guys feel like you're always running out of time. Guys, I don't know who needs to hear this, but your destiny is not gonna miss you. Your destiny is not gonna pass you, okay? It's your destiny. It's destiny. It's going to happen. So don't feel like you're running out of time and don't feel like you're wasting your time. There's this energy of like, I have to rush because if I don't hurry up, then I'm gonna run out of time, okay? And that's not true, guys. Guys, there's this energy of you really needing to slow down, okay? You need to slow down a little bit. Okay, that's what I'm getting. 10 of Wands, you're overworking, or there's something about overworking, okay? I also see you guys almost this is a very specific message, but it's like, if you guys have a YouTube channel or you do readings for people, it's like I'm almost getting, sometimes you can let people walk over you. It's like, if you don't feel like you have the energy to offer personal readings, then don't offer them, is what I'm getting, because you guys are going way too fast and there is this energy of you needing to slow down. Okay, so there's also coming through, you guys dream a lot, okay? There is clairvoyance here as well. So you get visions, but I'm hearing you have no recollection of them. So I feel like sometimes you guys have dreams and then when you wake up in the morning, you like forget what you dream about, okay? So let's see, what else is going on here, Spirit? What are pile 2's spiritual abilities? There's a connection to August. So I don't know if your birthday's in August, okay? Or something. There's a connection to August here as well. I keep hearing have some time for yourself. So in whatever capacity this is, there's 2 storylines coming in. Some of you are already spiritual teachers. Some of you are already tarot card readers. Some of you already have opened up your abilities. And if that is you, Spirit is saying slow down a little bit, okay? Others of you are new to spirituality and it's like you're not sure how to discern, you know, what's your energy and what other people's energy you're picking up on. So there's this energy of you needing to kind of protect yourself a little bit and to not pick up on everyone else's energy like a sponge, okay? Then there's also this energy coming through. There's like this third storyline of some of you have a 9 to 5 and it's like you're working all the time and you feel like you don't have time for your spiritual gifts and you feel like almost you're running out of time. Like if I don't work on my spiritual gifts right now, they're gonna pass me by, okay? And you need to know that that's not true. So let me see if I can get any more cards on what your spiritual abilities are. There's also mediumship here. I feel like, you know, guys, there's this feeling of like, I'm not good enough or my spiritual abilities aren't good enough, okay? So try to be aware of when you're doing that to yourself. There's a lot of like comparisons to other psychics or other people that are doing the same work as you. Try to not like compare yourself because this is very detrimental, I'm hearing, like to your mental health. Also, a lot of you are running on very low energy, very, very low energy. So there's this energy of your spiritual gifts are opening up, but don't get like, they're saying don't get in a frenzy. Like it's almost like once these abilities open up, you're gonna wanna do readings for everyone. But it's this energy of like, you're gonna go too fast. It's like when you start a race and you start off very quickly and then by the end of the race, you're slowing down. Make sure to kind of pace yourself a little bit, okay? So, also, I just want to keep telling you, you're not running out of time. So if you're working on your spiritual gifts right now, just keep doing what you're doing, okay? Yeah, there's a lot of anxiety. So the main spiritual gifts coming through here, I feel like you are an empath. You are definitely a feeler and you're also a clairvoyant. And it almost kind of feels like these 2 abilities are kind of going to work hand in hand. Okay, pile 2. So let me know down in the comments if that resonated with you. Make sure to subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's @KateConrad. That's also going to be linked down below. Check out my spiritual shop. That's going to be linked down below as well. And I'm going to move on to pile number 3. Hi, beautiful souls that chose pile number 3. So if you chose pile 3 or the Celestial Tarot, this deck right here, welcome in, guys. This is your reading on what are your spiritual abilities, what are your spiritual gifts, what are your intuitive abilities. Okay, we're just going to be tuning in to kind of what you need to hear in terms of your spiritual gifts. Okay, so let's take a moment here, Spirit. Please tune me in. I'm hearing, I know I have it in me. I know I have it in me. Okay, you guys right now are building trust, is what I'm hearing. You're building trust with your spiritual gifts. I keep hearing, I know I have it in me. I know I have it in me. You guys feel like almost like you almost kind of figured out you were psychic or you figured out you had these abilities at a very young age. I'm seeing a lot of you almost kind of knowing you had these abilities from like a very, very young age. So maybe when you were a child, you used to talk to dead people or you saw dead people or something like that. But there's this feeling of, I always knew I had this ability. It just feels like I always knew I had this ability. Even if you didn't really know what it was, like even if you didn't know it was intuition, or even if you didn't know you were speaking to dead people, you've always had it, okay? It almost feels like this pile, like when people ask you questions, you've always been right about them. You've always had this natural kind of intuition. It feels like your abilities are very natural for a lot of you. Like you haven't had to do a lot of work on them for them to be powerful and strong. It feels like you guys are very naturally intuitive, okay? Wait, you're like, I can do this. You're like, I can do this. Like you're looking in your mirror and you're like, holy crap, I've been doing this my whole life. Or maybe I almost am getting, there's been moments in your life where it's like you didn't realize that you were talking to dead people, or you didn't realize that you were using your intuition. It feels like almost you're using your intuition without knowing that you're using your intuition, okay? If that makes sense. I'm hearing you say I have a lot of work to do. So it's like you feel like, oh my God, I have a lot of work to do on my spiritual gifts, and your spirit guides are like, no, you don't. It's like I almost feel like you see other people around you and they're always working on their spiritual abilities, they're always meditating, but it's like your abilities definitely come very, very natural. I'm hearing you're just very like naturally psychic, okay? There's like a lot of natural abilities coming through here. Yeah, it's like you guys have always had like this inner knowing. I'm getting a lot of inner knowings here. Like it almost feels like you always know things. You always have maybe had dreams and visions, but I almost feel like you just have not realized what you were doing, if that makes sense. You guys are very, very like curious about spirituality, or you're very curious about opening up your spiritual gifts, okay? You're almost, I see you guys looking in the mirror and you're like, I have these abilities. You're like, some of you are shocked, but it's like, Spirit's like, why are you shocked? You've had these abilities your whole life. But it's almost this feeling of like, you never thought you could be the one to have them. I feel like you guys used to go see psychics, or you used to go see mediums, and it's like, you never thought that you would be the one doing the work. You know what I'm saying? But now you're going to be the one doing you're going to be the medium, or you're going to be the psychic. I'm hearing I have trust issues. Some of you are still trying to build trust with your spiritual abilities right now. Okay, you're trying to kind of discern what's my ego and what is my intuition. But that's going to happen very soon for you, because your spiritual gifts are transforming, and I do feel like you guys are going to be doing something professional with your spiritual gifts, okay? I'm hearing they're like darts, so some of you just get intuitive like hits is what I'm hearing. It just kind of comes through randomly, very fast. It's like you just will instantly know something. They're like darts is what they're telling me. So maybe that makes sense to you guys. But there's this energy of you maybe having a little bit of trust issues around your spiritual gifts. Like you're trying to kind of discern what your intuition is and what your ego is. Like some of you I'm hearing feel like you're talking to yourself, but you're actually talking to your spirit guides, okay? You guys I'm hearing are more intuitive than you give yourself credit for. So there's also this feeling of like you guys always wanting to give the credit to everyone else. Like, no, they're better than me, or no, they do it better. But it's like you guys are actually very, very intuitive. But some of you just don't like to see that in yourself. I'm hearing you're opening up to the possibility. So it's like, you guys have always been psychic, you've always been intuitive, and it's like, now you're like putting a name to it. Does that make sense? It's like, well, I always have known things, and now you're understanding what that inner knowing was your entire life. But I feel like almost this energy of I've been psychic, I've been intuitive my entire life, and it's like, yeah, like I almost feel like you've always had this partnership with spirit. And it's like right now you're finally realizing, oh my gosh, I was using my intuition my entire life. You guys feel like you use your intuition on a day-to-day basis without even realize that you're using it, okay? I feel like you guys have also been naturally creative people, or you've always just been able to write really good, or just do, creative stuff very, very good, and that was your spirit guides helping you. So if you've been a very naturally creative person, or you always just have the best ideas, you were using your spiritual gifts, you were using your intuition. It feels like you've been using your intuition for the longest time, and you just didn't know. You didn't know that you were using your intuition, okay? Guys, there's a lot of healing showing up around being good enough. It feels like you've never really been able to notice that you've been using your intuition, because sometimes you don't notice how powerful you are. So there's this energy, there's a lot of healing work around your self-worth and around your self-esteem. It almost feels like you guys are always so quick to give the credit to everyone else instead of giving the credit to yourself. You guys are very, very intuitive, but it feels like for some of you, you don't want to believe this in yourself. You don't want to see it in yourself. You're very powerful, intuitive, psychic mediums, and it's like you don't want to see this in yourself. Look at this, 6 of Wands. You guys could be very, very successful if you choose a spiritual career, but it's almost like you're always wanting to kind of give that credit to everyone else. So Spirit is telling me it's time to work on this once and for all. It's time to recognize the power within yourself. It's time to recognize the spiritual abilities that you've had your entire life. A lot of you get up in your head is what I'm also wanting to tell you. And you start to question yourself, and you start to question your intuition, like, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. And Spirit's like, no, you're not wrong. It's time to start really trusting yourself, because this is mainly what's blocking your spiritual abilities, okay? There is a transformation coming up around your spiritual abilities, but it's like you need to let go of your ego. I see you holding on to maybe some pride around your spiritual gifts. Like, it's time to fully trust your spiritual gifts and stop questioning whether they're right or wrong, okay? Because they're right. I see you guys making a lot of money, okay? You're gonna be a very, very respected psychic, okay? And it's almost, you're shocked. You're like shocked that this could really be you, okay? So you're really gonna learn the power you hold within yourself. I feel like you guys have always kind of downplayed yourself, or maybe you've just kind of always downplayed your psychic abilities, and it's like you're not gonna be doing that anymore. It feels like you're really gonna be creating something from your psychic abilities, and you're really going to be coming at it from a place of power and from a place of confidence. Guys, I keep seeing you, and it's like you always give everyone else the credit for everything. It's like you never trust yourself enough. It's like there's this, I'm getting this energy of like there's like low self-esteem, you never trust yourself, and it's like that's why maybe your spiritual abilities are having some trouble. I'm hearing to come out and socialize. Maybe that's why you're having trouble communicating your spiritual abilities, because there is this inner wisdom that you have within you, but it's like you don't trust yourself enough to deliver these messages. You're like, oh, I could never do it. But it's like you need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I can do it, and start collaborating with Spirit, because it really feels like you guys could really create money or material wealth from using your spiritual abilities, but there's like this lack of trust within yourself. I almost feel like you're like, I'm telling you this right now, and you're like, really? I have abilities, or really? I can do that? It's like you always are downplaying yourself. You're always holding yourself back, guys. You like hold yourself back because you don't think that you can actually be the one to do it. You know what I mean? You always watch other mediums, maybe on television or something, or maybe, through YouTube, but you never think that you can put yourself in that spot. But it's time to start communicating your abilities. Maybe you need to start a YouTube channel, or maybe you need to start an Instagram or some sort of social media platform so that you can really start working with your intuitive gifts, guys, because I'm hearing you can't hold yourself back forever. Okay, there's a lot of opportunities coming up for you to make money. Okay, and it's like you've got to build that trust within yourself and just really go for it. But I keep seeing you, and you're always questioning yourself, you're always doubting yourself. Okay, guys, there is also this energy. You can read relationships. You're very good at reading relationships. I was wondering why the king and the queen were coming up, but you guys have this ability to be like you can read into love. You're very good, very spot on when reading into relationships, okay? I'm hearing an intuitive psychic medium. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but it's almost like you guys kind of have all the abilities. You know, you have the inner knowing, you can feel, you can see, you can hear. You're very flexible when it comes to your spiritual abilities. And I feel like this is because you don't really have to try, okay? So imagine if you did start trying, you know, how powerful your intuitive abilities could be, okay? Guys, I keep hearing you say, am I really able to do this? Am I really able to do this? So it's time to once and for all heal this self-esteem issue that you have, because this is kind of blocking your spiritual gifts. It's this feeling of you not really thinking that you're going to be able to do, that you're not really going to be able to use your psychic abilities like everyone else, okay? So what else is coming through here? I'm hearing final destination, final destination. Guys, there's a lot that's about to happen for you. I'm hearing there's a lot of turmoil that's about to happen for you. So if you don't take the leap of faith and start using these spiritual abilities, Spirit's gonna come in and make this leap of faith happen for you. And you guys know what that means, tower moments, okay? So guys, I'm hearing come to the edge. It's time for you to come to the edge and take a leap of faith and finally take charge and be the boss, okay? Be the boss. There's some unknown territory. Look at this card. There's some unknown territory that you're traveling in. And the only reason this is so troubling for you is you don't have that trust within yourself. So it's time to start building trust within yourself, because I'm hearing you're blocking your abilities because some of you really don't think you have them, or you just really think that yours are not good enough, okay? Yeah, the Two of Cups in the reverse. You guys are very, very good about, you're very good at reading into love relationships or breakups, or maybe you're a twin flame reader or something like that, okay? But yeah, I keep hearing it's time to like stop holding yourself back. Like it's time to really put yourself out there and be confident in yourself, okay, for once and for all, okay? I almost feel like you guys used to use your spiritual abilities, but you're always like, oh, don't trust me, I don't know. And it's like, you do know. It's time to start trusting yourself and being bold and ambitious and really taking leaps of faith when it comes to your spiritual abilities, okay? Guys, you're gonna be starting something new, okay? You're gonna be starting something new, a new YouTube channel, an Instagram, something. But I'm hearing it's time to stop holding yourself underwater. So there's this, okay guys, so I have to tell you this. You know when you're trying to like hold a basketball underwater and it keeps wanting to pop out? That's what you're doing with your spiritual abilities. Stop trying to hold yourself back when you know you would be successful at working with spirit guides or being a medium, okay? But there is this energy of you needing to work on your self-confidence. Look, strength. It's like you have to build up the courage and the self-esteem and the confidence to do this. And it's like Spirit is saying, once you do that, that's when your spiritual gifts are really going to transform. But they're waiting on you to trust yourself first. So Spirit is giving you these spiritual gifts, but now you kind of have to give into them and you have to trust them. And I'm hearing you have to ride the wave. So you guys have to have blind faith, and you really have to trust these abilities when they show up. Okay, and you're no longer going to be holding yourself back, okay? So let's see. I'm hearing paparazzi. So some of you are going to be like out in the public eye and well known for your spiritual abilities. But let me see if I can get some specifics. I'm hearing all of the above. Like, I don't know what else to tell you guys. You kind of can do anything in terms of spirituality. You want to read tarot? Sure. You're clairaudient, clairvoyant. Like, you kind of feel like overall you have all of these abilities, and Spirit just keeps telling me it's time for you to trust yourself. Look at this. King of Wands in the reverse. It's like you're not trusting yourself. You're not confident in yourself. Wow. Guys, okay, so Spirit is telling me you've always paved the way for everyone else. You've always been there for everyone else, okay? You've always been there to catch everyone else when they fall. Now it's time to catch yourself. Now it's time to pave your own route, okay? It's time for you to be in the spotlight. I almost feel like you've always given the spotlight to everyone else, and it's time for you to show up in the spotlight. It's time to be the person that you need to be. And it's almost like this feeling of like, you're always helping everyone else and putting your life on hold. And it's like, it's time to stop putting your life on hold, okay? You know what I'm saying? You've helped enough people. It's time to like help yourself, okay? Because there's this energy of you holding yourself back, like, I'll wait, stop waiting. whatever you want to do, it's time to start going after it. But what can you do to work on trusting yourself more? I'm hearing you got to take a leap of faith. Spirit just keeps telling me blind faith. Okay, so let's get a crystal for you. So guys, it almost feels like you've had this inner knowing that you've had psychic abilities your entire life. You've just never fully trusted them, okay? You've never fully gone forward with them. And now you're kind of finally going forward with them after you build this trust. And it feels like that's coming up very soon for you. So what's a crystal for you? I'm getting a very, very hot and heavy. So it almost feels like the more you hold back on using your spiritual abilities, the more anxious you get, the more stressed out you get. When you finally just let loose, it's like a volcano, they're telling me. You've been holding these spiritual gifts under wraps for years, and they're just gonna explode. And they're just gonna blow up, okay, your spiritual abilities. And you're just gonna be able to do all of the above. And that's what's kind of gonna release the tension that maybe you've been experiencing in your life, okay? So we have the hematite crystal and the chrysocolla. Okay, so if you want to check out the hematite crystal or the chrysocolla at my shop, link down below, you can look up those crystals. Maybe you'll resonate with them, or maybe there's some resonance in these crystals or something like that. Okay, guys, excuse me. I'm getting kind of jittery and hesitant. So it's this feeling of you always are kind of downplaying yourself. And it's like you're not going to be doing that anymore, or you need to not do that anymore, okay? Let me know if that resonated with you. Comment down, hold on. I keep hearing intuitive insights. It's like you get these inner knowings, or you get these intuitive insights, and then you don't share them with anyone. And it's like Spirit is saying, take baby steps, start sharing them with people, take a leap of faith, try something new, do a reading on someone, okay? You guys really need to know that right now. Okay, so let me know if this resonated with you, pile 3, okay? Comment down below, okay? Let me know. Make sure to subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload. Check out my spiritual shop down below. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. That's also going to be linked down below. And I will see all of you beautiful souls on the next one. Bye, guys.